and the catalyst engine features a 16:1 overall pressure ratio, which G says improves fuel consumption by up to 18% and increases cruise power by up to 10% compared to competitors. It is the first turboprop in its class to incorporate 2 stages of variable stator vanes and cooled high-pressure turbine blades. Several components were produced using additive manufacturing. And their engine was developed and manufactured at GE Aerospace sites in Europe, including Avio Aero in Italy and facilities in the Czech Republic, Poland, and Germany. Content: A Lockheed Martin's global F-35 fleet has surpassed 1 million flight hours, marking a historic milestone for the 20-year program. And their achievement encompasses combat operations across all F-35 variants, including the F-35C, which saw its first combat action in November 2024. And according to Program Executive Officer for the F-35 Lightning II Joint Program Office Lt. Gen. Michael Schmidt, the 1 million flight hours is a monumental achievement for the fleet, highlighting the trust and confidence global customers have in the 5th-generation aircraft. And this milestone is not just a testament to the F-35's unmatched capability, but also to the resilience and commitment of everyone involved in this program, he said. And with this achievement, Lockheed is committed to continuing to enhance the F-35's capabilities, ensuring it remains ahead of adversarial threats. And most advanced, reliable, and effective asset. And their F-35 Lightning II is a supersonic, multi-role fighter designed to meet the evolving security needs of the U.S. military and its allies. And powered by Pratt & Whitney turbofan engine, the F-35 can reach speeds of Mach 1.6, with an operational range exceeding 350 miles, 2,172 kilometers. NIT is capable of carrying weapons such as the Joint Air-to-Surface Standoff Missile and the Long-Range Anti-Ship Missile for air assault missions. And Schmidt emphasized that the F-35 equips warfighters with its most advanced, reliable, and effective a tool to safeguard their nations. And not only is it the world's most advanced fighter jet, the F-35 also makes those fighting with it better by connecting the battlespace, ensuring the warfighter gets home safely, he added. Chauncey McIntosh, Vice President and General Manager of the F-35 program at Lockheed. Content: The auto industry has been in a state of flux considering electric, self-driving, and software-defined vehicles against a backdrop of geopolitical tension and changing consumer appetites. For automakers undertaking decisions for cars that will launch years from now, reading that crystal ball has always been incredibly difficult. Doing so is even trickier in 2025. And 2024 had no shortage of drama. Henrik Fisker's second automotive startup filed for bankruptcy. Stellantis imploded, culminating in the resignation of CEO Carlos Tavares and an executive shuffle to win back the trust of dealers, suppliers, employees, and customers. The UAW organized the Volkswagen plant in Tennessee but failed at the Mercedes plant in Alabama. A cyber attack virtually shuttered dealerships across the US for weeks. GM folded Cruise, its self-driving division. And automakers' fortunes changed the landscape. Elon Musk's Tesla saw its first sales decline but became a trillion-dollar company. The Korean brands set records, but Chinese companies such as BYD have emerged as the new threat to established players. General Motors figured out how to get more EVs out the door while Ford pivoted from plans for big electric SUVs to affordable EVs and extended range hybrids. Toyota rode its bet on hybrids to great success, retaining its status as the world's #1 automaker by volume. And their industry is certainly returning to health. Sales of new cars in the US hit 16 million in 2024, the most since 2019, and incentives have returned. GM, Toyota, Ford, Honda, and Hyundai were among those that gained market share at the expense of Stellantis, Tesla, Mercedes, Volvo, and Polestar, which all lost ground. American luxury is coming back with Cadillac and Lincoln sales on the rise, yet Jeep and Ram are struggling mightily to regain their glory days. And still, this year is lining up to be even more dramatic and chaotic. The second election of Donald Trump throws plans and strategies into disarray. Companies brace for new rules, tariffs, and ripped-up trade agreements. Tax credits could go away, emissions regulations and fuel economy requirements could be kneecapped, labor could be deported, and any supply chain that crosses borders may be disrupted. And indeed, consumers scooped up new electric vehicles, fearing the end of federal tax incentives. Even without a repeal, the list of eligible vehicles and the rebate amount changes this year, further confusing buyers. And Trump's environmental bent, or lack thereof, is clear. On day one he withdrew the US from the Paris Agreement, an international climate pact, and true to his driller promise, he declared a national energy emergency to make it easier to drill for oil and gas despite domestic production of crude oil already being at an all-time high. And some observers fear pulled incentives for installing charging stations will slow the expanding infrastructure needed to support widespread EV adoption and use. And this all means car companies must find new ways to entice customers to make the switch to battery propulsion, if those customers are even willing to do so. The most obvious, affordable EVs. But that is also the most difficult road because batteries are expensive, making it tough to offer low-cost EVs and still make a profit. Scale helps, which could lead to further industry collaboration on the heels of 2 large tie-ups in 2024. And Volkswagen turned to Rivian for its EV platform and software expertise, which will go into future VW models. In addition to Volkswagen money, Rivian now has a $6.8 billion federal loan to restart plans for a second plant in Georgia. It spells a brighter future for Rivian, which struggled in 2024. And Nissan, a hurting cow beer with no hybrids and stable, ended the year with plans to hook up with Honda. Combined with Mitsubishi, the trio would have become the world's 3rd largest car maker if the proposed merger had taken effect in 2026 as envisioned. Honda would have gained crucial scale. Its Acura division needs help. Nissan's Infiniti needs even more. The merger was called off in 2025. Other potential partners for Nissan continue to make news. And the collaboration could have helped ward off inevitable competition from Chinese automakers. Tariffs are not a permanent solution for a global industry. It's likely naive to think the Western world can keep Chinese vehicles out forever any more than it stopped Japan and Korea from selling vehicles worldwide. BYD is the tip of the spear, second only to Tesla in global EV sales, with a startling ability to quickly develop, manufacture, and sell quality EVs. And look for EV sales to continue climbing in 2025, just not at the pace many originally, and optimistically, anticipated. Despite some product delays, new models will continue to populate our roads, and hybrids will almost certainly only grow in popularity. And in the end, the real power broker is the consumer, whose tastes will continue to guide the market. The onus is on people in the car industry to entice them. To learn about many of the automotive movers and shakers working on this challenge, check out our annual power list and the 2025 Motor Trend Person of the Year. It's up to these players to make sense of all the drama and change.